It was something that took me out
When
in
did
many,
that come
many
into your
ways.
life?
I first discovered at about 9, 10 years old. I was over at my uncle's house and he had a chest full of, um, and this is the thing, it's funny because, people have said, well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with adults and the whole thing. But the problem is,
It's crazy that today's society, that's like an average age that little boys will come into this stuff. And there's just so much evidence and science-based evidence showing how messed up that can make a child's upbringing with their with their psychology and the psychological damage that that can actually have on a young person's life. And if you're not familiar with Terry Crews, he actually opened up about his addiction with this, and this is some of the interviews that he had.
is that, you never find it as an adult. I don't know anybody who found pornography as an adult. You always find it as a child. It's everywhere. And again, I didn't even know what sex was. But man, all I knew is when I opened that magazine and saw those ladies in that magazine and how beautiful they were, all my problems were gone. Like, it was numb. Like, I didn't know anything about violence, about where I was. It was just like, I could zone away.
And he's talking about something that I believe, and I'll speak for myself as well. One of the reasons why men struggle with this is because it's such an escape, and it's a way to self-soothe, and it's a way to get away from the stress of being a man, right? Men carry so much on their shoulders with being a provider or trying to fit in, trying to get your health right, trying to get a good woman and carrying the weight of the world. And sometimes it's just so stressful that our outlet is just these websites, you know?
And every problem was disappear. And I had to have it.
If you've got an example of how bad it got for you.
I could watch from probably 10 o'clock after my workout, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
10 a.m. till 11 p.m. at night.
It wouldn't stop. And I couldn't stop.
How did it impact your marriage? Because you've got...
And it's crazy. I think he's also speaking to a lot of very familiar things that we've all gone through, right? Like once it hooks you, it can hook you deep and you can go down this really dark hole and it's like really hard to get yourself out. So like I really resonate with what he's saying.
She said I was different. I damaged my family. I damaged my wife. You got to own up to it. You have to do what's within your power to make things right.
For erectile
And it's such a huge thing when it comes to relationships, right? I remember the first time I was 25 and I came home and I did the dirty and I went to my girl's house and she wanted to make love, right? And I just didn't have the energy to it. Like I released all my sexual energy. And I remember she was like really trying to make love, really trying to connect with me. And I was like, wow, like my bad habits, my addiction to this stuff is getting in the way with intimacy with my woman, right? And it's, it's a sad thing.